Deadly flooding that has swept through the Midwest is headed toward the south this morning. At least 25 people have died in Missouri and Illinois. The rising waters prompted flood warnings along the Mississippi River. David Begnaud is in Alexander County, Illinois. That's where communities are just swamped. David, good morning.
Gail, good morning. Some good news this morning. The water is receding here. When we left last night, the water line was right about here at the fishing sign. This morning when we showed up, it was down about 2.5 inches. It's going to take several days to dry up here, but let me tell you, the flooding across Alexander County and this southern point of Illinois is enormous.
Here's the breach. See how massive it is?
The flooding in Alexander County, Illinois is catastrophic, where the Mississippi River has swelled 4 miles outside its banks.
And you can see the river just pouring water into the floodplain.
On Monday, we flew with the U.S. Coast Guard over the failed Lynn Small levee.
The breach is about a quarter-mile wide. At least 125 structures are flooded, and 14,000 acres in the county are underwater, and the water's rising.
Alexander County has seen major flooding before, and the county government has offered buyouts to people living in the flood zone. 73-year-old Richard Johnson turned down a buyout. He now needs a boat to get to his front door.
It's just a mess, this is, and I don't know what to do about it.
Alexander County is home to about 7,000 people with a median income just under $27,000 a year. That's less than half of the state's median income. Johnson, a retired truck driver, says the cost of relocating was too much, even with the financial incentive of a buyout.
They offered everybody a buyout, and I didn't accept it. I told my wife, I said, we can't afford to move. It takes money to leave.
Back here in Alexander County, the United States Coast Guard has moved its assets further south to Tunica, Mississippi this morning. They have teams, rescue crews, and additional planes and helicopters in place as the floodwater heads south towards the Gulf of Mexico. Nora?
All right, David, thank you so much.